Hello, back again. This is Diane on the journey to finding the spirits inside. Hello, Steve. How are
Yeah,
you?
you see that, right? Hey, what's up, sister? Okay, now here's the deal. Oh, I got lost a while ago when I was talking about the timeline, but
Mhm.
the time right now. And once you see it one time, it's a window in your heart. It flashed right back there. All of it's right there. It's just like everything. Once you see it inside, from there you can look outside, right? When you
Okay.
get them numbers on the inside, you don't have to go around looking for no damn numbers. Every time one pass by, hit flash, you got it right.
Mhm.
Anytime you can see anything that you already saw, that means you hadn't passed by it, right?
Right.
You got to pass by it to get to the timeline where you can, right now, because it's only right now, you can't do nothing from 5 seconds ago. You can't do nothing coming 5 seconds. You can't do nothing. The only place you can do something is out in the world. You spend your whole lifetime building a damn Frankenstein monster. Got you looking backwards, and all you got to do is look at what's happening right now. You ain't got no idea where nothing coming from. You following what was. So surely what was look right to you. Somebody been giving you that, right?
Mhm.
To keep them to rule over you from back there, right?
Mhm.
Down here in the cloud, the digital world, that's where creation is. You way back there in outside of your skin. Everything has to come from the foundation. You just ain't gonna start. You can't stay at the foundation and build a house too, right?
No.
And if you lay the foundation and don't go no further, stop somewhere, you know, what it said in the 14th book of Luke. Hey, that guy, he started to build a house and was not able to finish. Everybody mocked him because the house is there, you can see it, right? Because the house is inside, but everything finished inside, you can see what's finished, you can see what's not, right?
Mhm.
But out in the world, how can you see anything inside of anybody? It ain't nothing. The devil got your spirit down there praying to wherever you're praying. There ain't none of that shit no good. You letting the people outside of themselves teach you that. And you won't look within. Every time a person look away from out there, they go the other way, and the next place you see them is in the clouds. All of those that stay back there, they still at the same place. They go to the funerals, graves, forgot about it. Because there ain't no we a world full of different, we all brought a different word. But by the age of 16, your window gonna close because you don't know how to get in it. And can nothing, all that shit way back, it's right here, right now. But you don't see it because you trained backwards. The church people got the conservative party in charge all over the world. They praying, and none of them got nothing. The liberals in the other part, they changed in the cloud. They putting things in the video in the clouds. Because creation has went forward. It don't wait. What the fuck you gonna wait on something on a journey? Is you gonna wait to have your first birthday or your second birthday? It's gonna happen when that timeline crosses across that space, right?
Mhm.
Now you can, on the inside, you can go back to your first birthday. You know that, right? I can take you back there right now. But on the outside, you can't go back 1 second ago. Can you?
No.
You know that without a doubt. But you think you can show that to somebody without them thinking you the fool? And they claim they can do math. The math is in everything. So if you got the math, you shouldn't have no problem no more, right? Follow the math. Is math something of faith or something of God? You don't see? Well, you don't see, you're supposed to say, I don't know. Because I ain't never been out there. I've been inside of me all my life. I ain't got no idea what's going on inside of nobody else, except the ones who showed it, like Michael Jackson and Richard Pryor, whoever done something. Now I know exactly where they are. But how am I gonna know where somewhere out in the world that I'm not out there? You know, the ones out there is the ones who've been drawn out there. You the lost sheep. You lost because where can you go? You following the beginning end of creation. Can't nothing move or change. It's always gonna be there. And you know that. What good that's gonna do? The damn book tell you you're gonna remain blind. 2 Corinthians, what chapter is it? 2 or 3. One of them about 10 or 12 verses. Yeah, 3rd chapter. Anyway, I don't do that. But it's been right there since I read it way back there. But on the inside, you can go back there, but I don't want to go way back there. So, you know, because I can come on the inside, you can go anywhere you want to, right? But if you go inside and it's got everything, and you go outside, it's way back down at the beginning of time. What do you think you go? Hey, think about it now. When you don't know how to count, you can go over there and associate with the people that can't count. But once you learn how to count, your association with them gonna be kind of odd, ain't it?
Yeah.
They ain't gonna fit in. You know, you'll be odd because they can't count and you doing something that they don't know. So that means you got to not use it. That'll be a lie, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But if you gain something and it can't change. So if you try to make it not be there, would that be the truth or a lie?
That'd be a lie.
Yeah, see, only the truth is inside. Ain't no lie can be inside. You know, and the truth can't be outside. You know what I'm saying? Only when it's judged with that, ain't nothing on the outside can be correct. If you don't know where it is on the inside, the match, right? So if you don't know, in other words, it's like you know, you can't grade your own paper, right? What you gonna say at the end? You knew it was wrong and you marked it wrong anyway? You gonna say that?
Probably not.
Ain't no problem now. No, you can't cheat. You can't grade your own paper. I tell you a little thing about the damn. I'm a fluke again. That'd be hey, we got our Bible verse. Let's see where we at. And which verse we got?
We have Mark 6.
Let's see where we at, because I don't want to go. Because see, it kind of the thing that I'm showing here, it's not to you now, but I want to make sure you say that. But I got to deepen it a little bit for them. And you ain't got no damn business trying to do this. Your thing is you. We fell for the same tree. A seed mean that if I come and give you some butterbean seed, now what you got to do any damn picking with that seed?
Nope.
You go out there and put them in the damn ground. Let's say and they don't show up. You would call and say, "Hey, damn seeds ain't right. How long it take something?" Right?
Okay.
Because you know I'm told you they're the greatest butterbean seeds is. Anytime something don't happen, what you gonna do? You gonna say, "Well, damn, and that nigga fucked me up," or you gonna say, "Hey, brother, I done this and done that." And I said, "Oh, I can't see. I don't know what you did. See, you could be on the ground. You may have them out there laying on top of the garage floor. All right, come on, raise the sesame." I don't know. People do some strange shit out there. I see it every day. And it looked right to them, but listen, the preachers and the conservatives and all that, they're not your enemies. All of y'all fucked up. Because you're outside of your skin. Y'all caught in those characters. The other people changed away from them. But all that shit's in the, you know, it's, you know, when it course, you listen, don't take my word for it. They're already in the cloud. people are in the cloud already. The people who left behind, they're being offered the opportunity. It's inside of you. You got to come back home inside of yourself and look out there and see where you can do some good by coming into this spot. Because if you learn anything from 5 years ago, where it's going to be.
5 years ago.
And it can't change, right?
Right.
So how is the 10,000 years going to change? The first generation had to be selling the same Bible, right? And they said it was right. They said it was right back then, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same one come every generation swearing that it's right, to God, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was right back there. It's down here, it's still not right. You don't have to keep nothing alive when it's the truth. You don't have to defend the truth. The truth is right here where you are right now, inside of your body, in your heart, right now with me. Listen. That's the truth that you're going to defend. How you got to defend? How can you defend it? But you can't raise not one thing from back down that road and bring it in this spot. They asked me about it. How? You won't be able to. Because you don't know nothing about it. How you going to ask about something you don't know nothing about? Won't you look kind of crazy?
Yep.
You don't speak the Chinese language and what that word mean. I mean, somebody got to be crazy to explain it to you, right?
Yeah.
Because you ain't going to be able to see it inside. How you going to see it? You don't remember nothing. If you remember something, where you going to go? But if you pass through it all, you can go where you want to, right?
Yeah.
But if you hold yourself up for what? Everything out there, you see the people just dying and being forgotten. And if you ain't adding nothing to somebody who got there to get them there, where can you be? Because you got to do something in the history to be part of the history, ain't you? Yeah. Ain't no sections for spectators. Just look everywhere I don't care who it is, they got a following. That's their character. But when you go and run for this and that, looking for somebody to get you you're listening. Somebody tell what? Because it looked right to them. When somebody missed the damn question on the test, it looked right to them, they're right.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have looked right to them, they wouldn't have mocked it, right?
Yeah.
So when you hear a language that you don't know where it is inside of you and you pretend to know it, does that make sense to you?
No.
And if you don't know the language and you got to go to that country to live, and you have the opportunity, but you don't turn to the one you got to lose to get it, does that make sense?
No.
I mean, that me talking, or that's the math speaking of?
I guess that's the math, Steve.
No, that sounds good. Don't tell me that now if you don't see it, because I have to break it a little different. Remember now, hey, you know what? You my sister, and ain't no greater love than nobody than I got for you. But this here, you see these here?
You see this here?
I got these for you too. Listen, hey, this has nothing to do with you.
Okay.
You're doing this for me. You made that entry point so I can put that thing. So my talking, I'm just using you as what I was telling you before. I forgot what I called it. Anyway, but punching bag sort of like prop. There we go. Oh, you do got it. I thought you were stumbling through it, but I'm no, but really though, yeah, because this is a totally different character. I knew I was gonna get it.
Yeah.
I wish I could take this damn mask off and show you. I'd be gritting my teeth when I'm gonna be cute.
You gritting your teeth?
So yeah, I be putting the hell of a damn teeth gritting on it. Ooh, Lord.
Yeah, you do. Ooh.
but anyway, But no, Diann,
Mhm.
you can call me. Because see, on that thing, by it being a seed, it's there. You know, by it being such a, the big thing on your side, because we live in the same tree. You got to kind of show me what you see. If you say I got A, B, C, D, you don't think I know what come next. But I can't put it out there in front of you. Would that make sense? But I can keep saying that, and I don't give a damn what it is. You ask, I'm on the inside of you, Diann. Anytime you want to know something, come to this spot. Come to me, because you won't come all the way in. So call me. Where you think I'm gonna be in another spot?
Okay.
Okay, that you ain't quite got how it works. Well, here's the good example. When you hear my voice, you know it's me, right?
Excuse me, you have 3 minutes.
When you hear my voice, you know it's me, right?
Mhm.
And when you hear Liz's voice, you know it's her, right?
Correct.
Don't that tell you we're not in the same two windows?
Okay. Yes.
Don't that can we be in it? Do we come from the same place?
No.
So that means that me and your window is separate from your and her window, right?
Yeah.
And mine and her window is separate from mine and your window, right?
Yeah.
Now, if we try to meet together, can you see a place where we can possibly do that without being inside of one?
No.
Huh?
No.
So, when I be saying that, I can't be with two people because it won't be true. I got to be in the truth, right?
Mhm.
But when people do the truth, they usually leave away and go way far away from you, right? Because they don't fit in. The thing they do opposite for yours, so they're gonna be able to sit with you and be there too. There ain't but two sides. When Tyler Perry was sleeping in his car, he was over there on the side where you at. But when he come on the side of his car where I am, he left the car over there, right? If he couldn't leave the car, what that meant? Because the only way you can make your presence known in this world, you got to bring it from inside out, right? You got to show that different. Hey, look what you got, right?
Mm-hmm.
But out of all the things you ever dreamed of, the thing you got, when I say here, is a gazillion times greater than all them in there, gazillions of times over. But now, once the person come inside there, then you see you. Because you can't make nothing. You got to take what's inside and put it out. Look, everything is exactly in its place. How you gonna make number 87? And you can't see it. It's got to be there first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you don't see it, what happens? You gonna be able to pass it?
No.
But once you see them, you can just go all over everything. All over. Now, is that the words of the devil or the words of the truth? The devil can't do the truth. The devil is the make-believe. You see the graphs? The people across the table from wherever it come out. If let's say, if a white woman brings something, the person on the black men's side of the same character, they can't see it. They see the make-believe. That's why you see, yeah, no. Everything got an opposition. You made that way. And y'all didn't defeat the worldly characters. Everybody was born like that. So you can gain the things that you need in your house to get back inside. You got to return back to the inside from where you came. Your spirit, you just use the body while you're out there for the period of time. You see things that you go inside and you fix. Because you got to fix what's there. But if you come in on mine, you can do anything you want to. You know why?
Why?
In this spot is everything. And everything is included in that too, right?
Yeah.
It's the spot that I am now, but it's just yours but when you there, whose spot is it?
It's mine.
It's just like the numbers. Once you get them, shit, can't nobody use them for you. They yours. You don't use them. Hey, don't let that shit you did a few minutes ago. You have a conversation.
What would that have been?
I'm watching you this time.
Where are you? That's good. I'm glad you're watching it because it's time. Mark 6. Let's take a listen.
Chapter 6. And he went out from thence, and came into his own country, and his disciples follow him. And when the Sabbath day was come, he began to teach in the synagogue. And many hearing him were astonished, saying, From whence hath this man these things? And what wisdom is this which is given unto him, that even such mighty works are wrought by his hands? Is not this the carpenter, the son of Mary, the brother of James and Joseph, and of Judah and Simon? And are not his sisters here with us? And they were offended at him. But Jesus said unto them, A prophet is not without honor, but in his own country, and among his own kin, and in his own house. And he could there do no mighty work, save that he laid his hands upon a few sick folk, and healed them. And he marveled because of their unbelief. And he went around about the villages teaching. And he called unto him the 12, and began to send them forth by 2 and 2, and gave them power over unclean spirits, and commanded them that they should take nothing for their journey, save a staff only, no scrip, no bread, no money in their purse, but be shod with sandals, and not put on 2 coats. And he said unto them, In what place soever ye enter into an house, there abide till ye depart from that place. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear you, when ye depart thence, shake off the dust under your feet for a testimony against them. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. And they went out and preached that men should repent. And they cast out many devils, and anointed with oil many that were sick, and healed them. And King Herod heard of him, for his name was spread abroad. And he said that John the Baptist was risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do show forth themselves in him. Others said that it is Elias, and others said that it is a prophet, or one of the prophets. But when Herod heard thereof, he said, It is John whom I beheaded. He is risen from the dead. For Herod himself had sent forth and laid hold upon John, and bound him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife, for he had married her. For John had said unto Herod, It is not lawful for thee to have thy brother's wife. Therefore Herodias had a quarrel against him, and would have killed him, but she could not. For Herod feared John, knowing that he was a just man and an holy, and observed him. And when he heard him, he did many things, and heard him gladly. And when a convenient day was come, that Herod on his birthday made a supper to his lords, high captains, and chief estates of Galilee. And when the daughter of the said Herodias came in, danced, and pleased Herod, and them that sat with him, the king said unto the damsel, Ask of me whatsoever thou wilt, and I will give it thee. And he sware unto her, Whatsoever thou shalt ask of me, I will give it thee unto the half of my kingdom. And she went forth, and said unto her mother, What shall I ask? And she said, The head of John the Baptist. And she came in straightway with haste unto the king, and asked, saying, I will that thou give me by and by in a charger the head of John the Baptist. And the king was exceeding sorry, yet for his oath's sake, and for their sakes which sat with him, he would not reject her. And immediately the king sent an executioner, and commanded his head to be brought. And he went and beheaded him in the prison, and brought his head in a charger, and gave it to the damsel, and the damsel gave it to her mother. And when his disciples heard of it, they came and took up his corpse, and laid it in a tomb. And the apostles gathered themselves together unto Jesus, and told him all things, both what they had done, and what they had taught. And he said unto them, Come ye yourselves apart into a desert place, and rest a while. For there were many coming and going, and they had no leisure so much as to eat. And they departed into a desert place by ship privately. And the people saw them departing, and many knew him, and ran afoot thither out of all cities, and out went them, and came together unto him. And Jesus, when he came out, saw much people, and was moved with compassion toward them, because they were as sheep not having a shepherd. And he began to teach them many things. And when the day was now far spent, his disciples came unto him, and said, This is a desert place, and now the time is far past. Send them away, that they may go into the country round about, and into the villages, and buy themselves bread, for they have nothing to eat. He answered and said unto them, Give ye them to eat. And they said unto him, Shall we go and buy 200 penny worth of bread, and give them to eat? He saith unto them, How many loaves have ye? Go and see. And when they knew, they say, 5 and 2 fishes. And he commanded them to make all sit down by companies upon the green grass. And they sat down in ranks of hundreds and by 50s. And when he had taken the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, he looked up to heaven, and blessed, and brake the loaves, and gave them to his disciples to set before them. And the 2 fishes divided he among them all. And they did all eat, and were filled. And they took up 12 baskets full of the fragments and of the fishes. And they that did eat of the loaves were about 5,000 men. And straightway he constrained his disciples to get into the ship, and to go to the other side before unto Bethsaida, while he sent away the people. And when he had sent them away, he departed into a mountain to pray. And when even was come, the ship was in the midst of the sea, and he alone on the land. And he saw them toiling in rowing, for the wind was contrary unto them. And about the 4th watch of the night he cometh unto them, walking upon the sea, and would have passed by them. But when they saw him walking upon the sea, they supposed it had been a spirit, and cried out, for they all saw him, and were troubled. And immediately he talked with them, and saith unto them, Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid. And he went up unto them into the ship, and the wind ceased. And they were sore amazed in themselves beyond measure, and wondered. For they considered not the miracle of the loaves, for their heart was hardened. And when they had passed over, they came into the land of Gennesaret, and drew to the shore. And when they were come out of the ship, straightway they knew him, and ran through that whole region round about, and began to carry about in beds those that were sick, where they heard he was. And whithersoever he entered into villages, or cities, or country, they laid the sick in the streets, and besought him, that they might touch, if it were but the border of his garment. and as many as touched him were made whole.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you again soon.